Alright, so now this tutorial we're going to continue with the actual boss that you don't skip. This is the first boss that you come and fight, but you actually get to cheese them, so it's quite funny. So normally when you clear out the last room, we'll just go clear it out real quick. And alright, normally when you pick up the harpoon, you reload immediately after you pick up harpoon. Hit B, jump here, do a little zigzag, and just try to keep going. It's all about speed here. And when you come into this room, you're going to be running real fast. Have your AR out, jump C4, hold down the trigger, and just try to get to the very edge and waste all your ammo. So we're going to do a new glitch that I found called weapon swap glitching. And that is where you just switch weapons and hit fire at the same time. So when the AR is completely empty, you have your harpoon and your SMG available. And if you see my inputs, you want to hit, you know, shoot and switch at the same time. And it's going to look like this. This is gonna melt the boss freaking fast as hell. As soon as the boss dies, you're gonna roll out. Now, if you go forward, you're gonna soft lock the game. And as well as if you drop off this ledge before you cheese the boss, you're going to initiate the cutscene. You're going to actually have to fight the boss the regular way. So it's very important that you stay right here on this ledge. See, if you fall down at just a teeny little bit, this is the threshold of the cutscene. So as soon as the explosion, literally as soon as you see the explosion and the audio changes, turn back, roll back, and then start getting momentum again. You want to run up here, hit start to get out of that cutscene. Try to get some good RNG here. We got some harpoons. That's actually really good. And this part's actually tricky, especially with the SMG. It's ideally you want to have some AR ammo for this part. So just like that, and if you get AR ammo for RNG purposes, just jump here and just like that, C4, and now we have weapon power increase. This is one of the most essential items in the game. Do a quick U-turn, and actually you want to have your SMG out as soon as you turn around. I'll show you why. I can show you you can kill these fireflies with the SMG too, but it's a little bit trickier. Just because of that it's very precise to make it onto the catwalk with just the SMG. So I definitely recommend, if you're not used to the weapon swap glitching, just do it. Just cheese the boss the regular way with just timing your shots. But the weapon swap glitch is going to speed it up. I'll show you. So you get the item here, you turn around and hold diagonal right here, just like that. And that's pretty nice. Switch to harpoon, shoot immediately, drop down, shoot immediately when you crouch, and then jump and shoot. And I stopped right there before the RNG rat. So two shots will kill the that first beetle too. So we're gonna do this room really quick again. So when you run into the room, you want to shoot immediately with the harpoon. Drop down, crouch, shoot once, and I'll show you. Jump here. Shoot twice as soon as you enter. Oh, I didn't do it again. Oh, but we still got lucky there. Try to hug the wall right there. Oh man, this is like, I really want to explain more, but there we go. Alright. So as you're running full speed into the next room, you wanna jump at the last kind of frame. So you go behind this flaming skull and land right here. Now this jump is what I consider the hardest jump in the run, in my opinion. Because you have to like go to the end and jump around. And what makes it hard is the cycles of all the enemies in here are very persistent on where you are, and they'll keep homing in on you. And if you bonk your head right there, you have maybe one quick try to do it immediately. So I'm gonna show you the fast strats for this room. There it is. There it is. Oh. It's definitely been a while since I played the game, but at least I got a new controller. Jump around here, jump here. You want to do little hops, and then you can actually clip the bottom of this platform. Jump up, hold down A, and you can actually get a airwalk jump right there, which is really cool. So you can kind of keep moving. And that's the idea of this run, is just stay moving. Airwalk jump, boom. Roll right here. Don't hit the ledge. You want all your momentum. Switch to your AR and start firing immediately and doing little baby jumps, just like this. Turn right here at the van. You should have enough momentum if you time it correctly. So I'm going to show you that one more time. So you're right here, running full speed. Turn right here. Boom. We're going to grab this weapon belt right here. The ammo refill is optional right here, but instead of turning around immediately, you want to run a little bit more to the left, because we're going to set up kind of a perfect run depending on how your platforming is. So get the weapon ammo belt, run a little bit more, then turn around. Get to the very edge of this, jump there. Oh man. Alright, so we grab the weapon belt, turn around right here. There it is. You want to do a couple diagonal shooting too. I messed that up, so. But you know, when you mess up, just continue. Just keep going. Because when you hit the perfect cycles, they're just gonna make your time just add up, just saving more time. But with the RNG of the crows and everything, it's so hard to get the perfect cycles you want. I'll just refill the ammo belt, pretend I did it there. Grab the weapon belt, turn around, and we'll try it one more time. There it is. Look at that. Beautiful. C4. C4 diagonal. Oh, I hit something, so. And now we're into tower. So, tower has to be the hardest part in the run, in my opinion. So, while you have momentum and you're coming up here, you want to try to do the airwalk jump right here. And waste your ammo, you know. You don't want these rats to really mess you up, you know. So just when you're jumping, shoot, you know. There's actually a cool trick here that I like to do, but you have to have good platforming. So just kind of getting used to the platforming. See, you can airwalk jump through that. Or kind of a cloud jump, I would say. There is no way to skip this room. These elevators are literally, that's the fastest way you can do it. So if it's really like, if you're a beginner, just take your time, you know? Take your time with that room, because there is no way to go fast in this room. So just go here, jump on this elevator, make sure you're jumping and shooting. Try to do an airwalk jump. Now the motion of the gears right here actually speeds you up when you're running with them. So when you air jump and you land right here, just hold forward, don't even jump anymore. Same with this one. But the other ones, they're moving against the rotation. So you want to kind of bunny hop so you get through it faster, and I'll show you what I mean. There you go. Now we're going to jump on this platform, jump in C4 like that, grab this ammo belt, and it's very, very, very important that you fill up here. You need to have max ammo before you go to Scarab. Now with Scarab, I like to save AR ammo as much as possible. So for the next few rooms, I'll be trying to use, depending on like the setup, I'll be using the harpoon more than anything. Now there's a little jump right here, and it's pretty close to frame perfect. You want to run and you want to start your momentum at the very end of the room. And it's good to have the AR out just in case. You'll see why. Baby bunny hop. Boom. You can actually damage boost and still transition through the door. And getting used to these gears are kind of a pain in the butt. Try to cloud jump right there, or air jump. I need to have good terminology here. So try to air jump right there, around. And this gear is moving away, so just like 2 baby bunny hops. Switch your harpoon. Kill this guy. And then we're coming up to another frame perfect jump, which is kind of tough. You want to have a lot of momentum here, so gonna go down here and stack up on HP real quick. So you want to have a lot of momentum, and you also want to have your AR out. Jump, run on the gear as much as possible. Okay, these guys are just bullies, so like this. Not too soon though. Not too soon on the jump, so I'll show you right here what I mean. There we go. And you want to jump right there at the end, and then jump and shoot at the same time, because sometimes a crow will come out and it's just bad RNG. When you move through this room, you take your AR and then you switch to your harpoon. Use the momentum. Wait for the elevator. You can actually jump from the first elevator onto this gear. Like so. Jump right here, bunny hop, and you can actually jump right here. Now this next room is very tricky, so have your AR out and wait till you get to the very end of the gear before you jump. And also have your AR out so you can shoot any crow that kind of gets in your way. This is actually a good place to save for beginners. The reason why, Scarab is a really tough boss. And the reason why we save is if you die, this game has a very brutal death mechanic where you have to go back through and find your original clone or agent clone and kill him to get your weapons back. So I definitely recommend for beginners saving right here. If you're low on HP and you're just kind of getting used to the run, great place to farm. You know, you can jump up here and see what you get. You know, if you get large HP drops, grab them. Just farm these just like that. Super easy. Super easy. And we are actually going to save here because it might take me a while to explain different methods to Scarab because of the new weapon slop glitch. Ideally, I think the fastest way to melt the boss is with WSG and having around 250 250 ammo in your AR. So like when you refill the bandoiler, your weapon belt at the last point, just use your AR when getting up here and have about 250. So normally when you would come in here on a YOLO run, you would just jump right here. And this is the same scroll that makes you shimmy on ceilings. So by skipping the spider, at the very beginning with the first damage boost, you don't get this scroll. But it actually appears before the dragon above incendiary grenades. And by using the clone manipulation to skip the dragon boss, it appears here before Scarab. So it's just like bouncing around depending on where you're in the run. And actually, it's not a bad idea to grab it, especially for like beginners. So just grab it here if you want. Now we can hold on the ceilings just like that, shimmy. And here, let's go fight this Scarab boss. So just kind of pay attention to my cycles and my button movement, because this is a really tough fight. Start with your AR, jump in C4 right here. Waste all your C4. Jump, diagonal shoot, get to the very edge, take a damage hit here because he's only going to hit you once. Your iframe still lasts long enough where it still doesn't hit you right there. Incredible. Like that. Drop down here, shoot right here, and then shoot straight up. Now we're ready for some weapon slot glitching. And boom, that is a what would I say? That is a 1 cycle boss or a 2 cycle, because the first cycle, oh yeah, you definitely want to get the drops as soon as you kill him. So you just run up here, get all the drops, and continue up. When the Scarab goes around the map, that is considered 1 cycle. So you're gonna kill him before his second cycle, or before the second cycle ends. So killing him when he's on the right there is ideal, because after you're on this platform right here where I'm at, and you're shooting him, and he's done with his laser lock, he will start coming back. And he'll do another cycle around the map. And so killing him on the right there basically saves you like 25-30 seconds. So now we're just gonna make our way up here. Watch out for the crows, they're out the elevator. And we're gonna get this, which is basically telling us we can do end game. So now we can walk underwater. Hit B. There's going to be a cutscene. Drop straight down here. What I like to do is kind of snake to the right and then left. Right here. Roll right here. Shoot. So you get that any HP pickup. Fall down right here. And when you see this gear right here, and you pass it, hold to the right, and then shoot again, so you get another bar pickup. You want to fall like this and kind of snake like that. You want to roll with the gear. So basically you're free falling right here. I actually like to line it up with this beam the whole way, and just like that you can snake. This HP option is definitely so the one I got for this earlier in this tutorial, before the second skip, that was just kind of like for beginners, but you're gonna skip that HP because it's gonna save you 15 or 20 seconds, just 20 seconds skipping that HP. So technically I would have 1 bar up there, not 2. On my way to end game, I actually would consider getting this HP med kit. There's actually 2 you can get, but I think this is a little bit more en route, so better for time save. But it's really hard without shimmy. So if you don't pick up the shimmy where you can grab onto the ceiling, this med kit is a pain in the ass. And we're gonna do it without, so I can show you. And just like that, you know, I'm trying to run to the very edge of the platform and jump. So just that one example shows you how kind of difficult it is. Whew. So now we're just like right here, jump here. this gear right here, as soon as you land on it, run back to the left, because it wants you to just wants you to just fly right off, because you're already holding right and the gear is holding right. So hold left right here, jump, and C4, in which we would have had a C4 from the Scarab. So jump and C4 up and get the med kit. Since we don't have C4, we're gonna have to just continue going down. This is a good place to farm right here if you need a C4. Say you don't get a C4 from the Scarab drop. This is a great place to farm. We got one C4, that's actually really all we need. But if you're scared for HP purposes, perfect spot to farm right here. Alright, let's go. In the game. Just try to keep your momentum. You want to have a lot of momentum here, because you can make this jump right here and clear the room perfectly. And this is the spot I was talking about, where shimmy comes in. The shimmy definitely really helps you right here. So you can actually do this jump without shimmy, but it requires like pretty much almost frame perfect where you jump. It's not like frame perfect, but it's pretty close. And since you have the C4, you're gonna destroy this gate right here, jump up, grab your second med kit if you're kind of like advanced any percent, or your fourth med kit if you're a beginner. Man, I've been working outside all day. Whew, I'm tired. Alright, anyways, now we are almost going to hit endgame. So basically roll right here and just tap A. I'm gonna show you a better strat real quick. Plus shimmy just makes it so you get it every time. So just fall down right here, roll, drop, drop. And if you do it fast enough, you can just literally take no damage all the way to the bottom. Now, when you hit the water, shoot your harpoon twice, baby bunny hop, jump up, jump, take the damage on purpose. And I'll show you why. We're gonna redo this room. Roll, shoot twice. There you go. You can use your cloud step there, which is really nice. I mean, I'll show you what I mean. I mean, you can jump on this platform and then go up here, but if you're holding down A, you can do the cloud step. So when you cloud step up, hold to the left, jump again, and actually you can I think you can jump on that platform and cloud step too. Yep, you can, and it just makes your momentum so much faster. Look at that. Now when you're running here, fall down, shoot right here. As soon as you fall and touch the ground, shoot. Now these catacombs, they do so much damage, 45 to 50 damage a hit, so be very careful with them. I'll show you again. As soon as you hit flat ground, shoot. That's RNG, just bad RNG right there. Just try to keep moving. I like the harpoon because it one-shots these guys. And continue going this way. And hit B when you see the kind of the repel button. So now we want to try to go fast. So we're going to pull out the AR. And just kind of snake down like this. Now there's actually a faster way to do this room. And those relics are for 100%. They're hidden everywhere. 100% speedrun of this game is fucking amazing. It's so much fun. There's super dashes. There's a lot of cool technical tricks, and the out of bounds that was just found recently just makes the category so much fun to run. Probably my favorite category right now on this game. So we're gonna try and do it fast strat. So right here, bam, jump right here, fall right here, and then snake like this, like that. That was pretty good. I mean, we should have killed the last guy. And when you do a quick zigzag right here, C4 immediately, jump C4, jump C4. That's just bad. That's just bad luck that we just got hit. And this room is not a speed strat room. I mean, you can technically get through it quick with perfect C4 and RNG that gives you more C4 for the next beetle, but just try to get through it as fast as possible. Same with this one. You know, there's these freaking crickets that just are just going crazy. The grasshoppers are so annoying. So it's just kind of like just playing safe and shooting like this. And this is where I would save. The final boss is so hard, especially with two. Like normally you would go into the final boss with only 300 HP, so each block up there is 100 or 99. So you want basically right now is we have 400 HP minus 4, so 396. That's how much HP we have going into this boss if we have maximum HP. This final boss is so tough that sometimes if you're low on HP, just take out your harpoon and just farm health, just like this. Run out, run back in. Those big health fragments are what you want. You can also hit this lantern real quick too. But and this is also an ammo box, so you definitely want to fill up your ammo before the final boss, period. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Now, any percent, you basically have the AR and the harpoon all the way through. But with the recent find of the weapon slop glitch, the rocket launcher is being put into the run just for the final boss. So you actually find the rocket launcher right before you take the rappel gear down, kind of in the room, literally in the room before the desert, the last desert section before the helicopter. That room before, at the very top, there's C4, and that's where you get the rocket launcher. So there's so many different strats these days, like especially with the abuse of WSG. But we're gonna just do it with the AR and the harpoon this time, and I'll show you. Let's get it started. Let's go. We're gonna save here. Jump as soon as you get through that door. This prompt always pops up, so just hit start. And there we go. You want to do the first phase of this boss with the AR completely. You also want to utilize your C4 for the segments where Princess Ahmanet is spawning NPCs or ads or enemies above the ground near her, because while you're throwing the C4 at her feet, it's killing the NPCs as well as giving you possible RNG for more ammo or more C4. So harpoon, do not use for the first phase. Use your AR. Perfect. So when she's throwing the boomerang like that, when she's a distant away from you and she throws the boomerang, that is what you want. So it's a longer hit cycle, and it gives you more time for DPS. If she spawns close to you, she does a quick knife slash and she'll teleport again. So when she throws her knife boomerang, it gives you more time for DPS before her teleport. Bam, perfect. That's what we want. And then there's the slash. Here's the C4 I was talking about, just like that. Duck under her boomerang. And if you kill her before she spawns the fireflies, that's when you know you have a really, really good first cycle. Now the second phase of the final boss is this huge, like, demonic creature in the air, and he does so much damage to you. His body hits do, I think, 60, and the flames do 45. So if you get hit by his body while you're jumping around, it's taking 60 HP away from you. If you get hit from the flames, it's about 45. Now in any percent, when he starts getting red, you kind of want to get closer to having lower HP, because when you kill the final boss and you have less than 50 HP, which is ideal, you have to run into the next room and kind of kill yourself with the boulders falling. By doing this is a quicker way to end the game. It's kind of like an alternate ending, because you don't escape from the final room, but it still triggers the end game cutscene. So I'll show you what I mean. Also, you want to burn your AR ammo out before you do the weapon swap glitching. So use your aim to lock as well. So what did I do? 14 there. 14 to 64. So 64, that's 46, 56. So the flames do 60 damage to you too, about. So this boss is really brutal. You also just want to stay right under him, and when you run out of your AR ammo, that's when you start just mashing weapon swap glitching. And I would recommend for beginners to actually dodge the flames on the phases. So roll right here, and then you can stay right here and roll. So that's kind of how you can dodge. The second attack, Princess Ahmanet's going to spawn on the left and right. You can actually do damage to the boss by shooting her as well as shooting the main demonic head. But we're just going to kind of mess around with just the SMG so you can kind of see the patterns. You just want to hold up, and depending on the movement right here, this right here is one of the hardest. That fight pattern, the flame pattern, is one of the hardest to dodge. So you can also just play it safe by shooting her, rolling under there so you don't take a hit. Also, I didn't mention that when the skull is in the middle, he doesn't do damage to you. So like, you can jump up like this over these, see, but that is still a tough cycle to dodge. You can continue shooting up too. You don't have to like shoot Princess Ahmanet, but by shooting her gives you the opportunity to kind of dodge. Use your weapon lock, shoot him at the angle, wait till he comes back to here. That's a hard cycle to kind of dodge to. So we get to the point where we're about to die, you know? But this is an easy cycle to dodge. This is a run killer. This fight is seriously a run killer. Kind of bumping the aim lock button there. See, I can dodge that one right there. That wasn't too bad to dodge. And Princess Ahmanet's always going to spawn on the lower hand. The hand that's the lowest. And that's it right there. That was a quick kill. So we'll try to do it faster now. I'm gonna utilize weapon swap glitch here, as well as just try to kill him as fast as possible. So we're full on ammo. You can actually make this jump and the bats don't ever touch you. Remember to jump when you enter that room, or that is exactly what will happen, and it just slows down your speed completely. AR out here. The harpoons works really well with the ads that she spawns, but the AR should just be in your inventory the whole time. Bad RNG there. That's good with the boomerang. That's what you want. Good. That's perfect. Now C4, 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 C4. She's on the top platform, you can stand up, and the boomerang will still go over your head. She's spawning the fireflies now, and we still killed her before the fireflies. Alright, so I'm gonna just focus here on the weapon slot glitching between SMG and Harpoon. You can stay center and weapon lock like this. And I definitely recommend weapon locking. There's a spot where you can stand exactly where I'm at right now, where some cycles skip right over you. Man, weapon swap glitching is a lot harder than it looks because of, and actually the boomerang will go over you too. So he's starting to get rid here. This is good. So we can take an intentional hit right here from the flames, because we want to get that damage down. There we go. 53, that's pretty good, that's pretty good. Wow, so 50 damage from the flames. We are perfect right now. And he should die right now. Perfect. 3 damage, it doesn't get any better than that. We actually want to kind of place ourselves to the left side when the boss dies so we don't get HP. Luckily we only picked up a 5 stack instead of a 20 stack, so we went from 3 to 8 HP. We're gonna run all the way left and just try to find the first boulder. Boom, split, time ends, and that's it. That's the run. That's the any % run. Like I mentioned with weapon swap glitching, we are improvising the rocket launcher instead of the harpoon now. Or it actually might be the rocket launcher instead of the AR. So the rocket launcher is actually used on the first phase, and the harpoon's used on the second phase of the final boss. But there we did it with the AR in the first phase and the harpoon on the second phase. So you're always going to do the second phase with the harpoon with the weapon swap glitch, but right now we don't have a different category for glitchless. So we are considering WSG a part of this run. So there is so much time to save. Since I'm one of the only runners, there's a lot of RNG in this game, and I can kind of show you with my splits as well. So any % right here. My sum of best is a 30.55, but my actual finish is a 32.05. So that is like almost 2, no, not almost 2 minutes. It's like a minute and a half, or a minute, sorry. A minute and 15 seconds. A minute 20 seconds. 15-20 seconds. No, sorry, a minute and 10 seconds. I'm bad at math. So that's a minute and 10 seconds that I can shave on RTA. RTA is not used for the leaderboards either. The leaderboards we use in-game time. We do this because of consoles have longer load screens, and we're giving the chance for PlayStation 4, Xbox players to play this game, to have Tom Hat, to have not a bad handicap. You still have a small handicap playing on console because you can't cheese the boss, the third boss, but you can still shoot the third boss all the way until one hit, trigger the cutscene, and then shoot him once or twice and he dies. So you lose 22, I calculated it, you're losing 22 seconds on console on a perfect run. But as you can see, I have a minute and 10 seconds difference from my RTA to my sum of best, and I can still gold split easily. There's a lot of potential for gold splits here and there. Any percent out of bounds, where we are where we're skipping the final boss. So just round up to 29. You're saving 3 minutes RTA on skipping the final boss. So that's huge, actually. That's 3 minutes not fighting that final boss, that you're just going above the platform and skipping it. And I'll show you real quick right now the difference between any percent out of bounds and regular any percent is really, you backtrack to get phase dash, but is this the right file? Yes, it is. So you backtrack to get phase dash, and then you just out of bounds. So in this file we have all the upgrades. So we have no knockback, so that's why we're taking hits and not getting knockback damage. This is on 100% file. So out of bounds clipping with phase dash is kind of technical, but once you figure it out, it's very easy. To clip out of bounds, the easiest way for me is my inputs with the analog. I want to like make sure my hitbox is at the very top before I initiate the phase dash up, but I found it like when your hitbox is at the very top and you're phase dashing diagonally, you can get out of bounds a lot easier. Just like that. And when you do that, you start jumping. Until you get to the ceiling. When you get to the ceiling, you can see the camera move, but it's very precise here. So what I like to do is start running. When the camera stops moving, I'll count the 2. Okay. Alright. We soft locked because the if you run off screen, you fall on the side of that one map. So the out of bounds only works on one map, I guess, or one room. You can't, like right here, you can get out of bounds anywhere in this game. It's fucking awesome, but it only works on room transitions. So to get back in bounds, I would have to run and figure out where the room transition is. But right there I soft lock because I went past the door. To utilize out of bounds is you want to exit a door that is available. So you get out of bounds, but you have to make sure you get your body into a door that will transition into the next room. So it's very important. So what we do here is I'm going to show you the setup I use for the final boss. Jump twice. Screen stops. 1, 2, dash right. Dash right. Hold left, right. Boom. That's how I get out of it. That's how you skip the final boss. It's incredible. And then you can just run here and kill yourself, and it ends the game. This is such a cool secret right here. Freaking sweet secret. This game is, the super dashes in this game are just so much fun. 100% is one of the best categories, hands down, to run. Because where else can you do something like this? Just super dashes. Just amazing. So since this is kind of an out of bounds, we kind of mess up the whole audio and stuff. But going into this room and back, it syncs up the audio. But there's nothing you can do by skipping the final boss or escaping the other way. So you have to like either kill yourself or you have to have all the items. So if you have 100% of the items, then you can get the other cutscene there. But in 100%, I definitely recommend the category. It's a lot of fun, and it doesn't really take that long. So we'll show you one more time. I'll actually show you what the weapon slot glitch does with harpoon and rocket launcher. That's what I'll show you right now. So in 100%, I actually do think you have to fight the boss, because you have to escape. In 100% category, you have to escape to get 100% and not die. So you just have to fight the boss, but you're maxed out on all. Basically, this file is what would happen. This boss fight is just ridiculous. Oops. I went from flamethrower. I changed the rocket launcher to harpoon. That's not what we want. In 100%, you're going to have cluster rockets and flamethrower for the final boss. For any percent, you're going to have harpoon and cluster rockets. So since this is an any percent tutorial and not 100%, we're going to show you the way with this, but you're not going to have the ammo capacity that we have right now. But I'm just going to give you a general idea of like what using the cluster rockets on the first phase does to this boss. just melts her. And 100% you basically are doing that until you run out of cluster rockets. And then just like jumping and using the flamethrower the whole time. My nerves are really bad right now with my wrist. I broke my hand, so I can't spam weapon slot glitch as fast as I used to. It's kind of a bummer, but I will come back to this game after I get a steroid shot probably. But until then, like probably not so much. But that's pretty much your tutorial for Out of Bounds and kind of any percent. So it's a lot of fun. This game's a lot of fun. You can just literally zip through any walls with that. So it's a really fun game category to run. So yes, thanks for watching, everybody, and hope everybody has a good night, and that completes the tutorial.